and boxing are two completely different sports. It's like saying rugby and football are both the same because the players of the ball. That is the polar opposites of each other. No one will ever survive from a boxing background in a cage, and no one from a cage is going to survive in a boxing ring. I'm sorry.
So for you, Tony, this is just all about money and nothing more.
Of course, just state what it is. It's a cash grab from both ends. Because I don't genuinely believe Francis Ngannou thinks he's going to win. Yes, he could be one of the strongest men in the world with 4-ounce gloves on, and his technique doesn't matter because he's so heavy-handed and he's so physically strong that's what plays a factor in his sport. In boxing, it's all about the technique. It's all about the style that you use and the mechanics that you use to get the job done, and he has none of them. Francis Ngannou is an amazing, powerful athlete. He is not a boxer, and he never will be a boxer.
Yeah.
Boxing is something that is learned over many, many years of practice, and just, it's so tough, guys, it really is. And then he's also going to get the shock of his life when there's so many ways to lose in mixed martial arts, whether it could be getting you on the floor, whether it could be a choker, a slam, a kick, a punch. There's so many disciplines to take on board. When it's boxing, you just get punched in the head.
And those are the words of Tony Bellew as he explains that this fight between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou is nothing more than a money grab on both ends. Okay, so that's for Tyson Fury's end and Francis Ngannou. He states that Francis Ngannou could be taken out in one round by Tyson Fury if he chooses to, because there's no way a UFC fighter can last in a boxing ring, and there's no way a boxer can last in a UFC cage. And let me counterpunch. Tony Bellew has the right idea. He knows that those are two different sports. He knows that this is the type of fight that brings fans to seats that will make a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it's not very competitive because of the two different sports. You have someone like Francis Ngannou is used to knocking people out with 4-ounce gloves. Now, will he have the same impact with 10 or 12? I doubt it, but then again, if you can punch, you can punch. But, I just think that they're two different sports, and I think that there's no way to bring them two together unless you fuse them together. You have to do if you're doing one or the other, someone's going to be at a disadvantage. That's the way it's going to be. Now, what also Tony Bellew did have, he did slam Tyson Fury for not fighting Alexander Usyk. See, he should have fought Usyk, man, and I think that will always haunt him. And I think just as fast as he gained fans, he's lost them. Because AJ fell off from losing to Usyk twice, and then for whatever reason, he can't fight Alexander Usyk, and he wants to fight someone like Francis Ngannou. Since explained by Tony Bellew how easy it is for Tyson Fury, he's going to lose a lot of juice. But he should lose a lot of juice. But it just goes to show you that just because you think you're at the top, or just because you haven't been defeated, doesn't mean people are going to look at you like they looked at the last person that they looked up to. That's what people need to understand. And a lot of these fighters, like Tyson, sitting there and he's happy because the guy that was on top, which is AJ, that made the most money, which is AJ, yes, he's taken 3 losses by now, but he's made more money than Tyson Fury by far. Tyson Fury's nowhere near AJ's net worth. Okay, and that's based on the things that he was able to do, based on the endorsements, based on a lot of things. But it wasn't based on a chicken shit way of sliming and sliding your way through your career. You're not going to get paid that way. You're not going to be respected that way. And that's what's showing. People are not respecting what Tyson Fury's doing. It may be a money grab, but no one gives a shit about you making more money when we didn't pay, or when we didn't want to see you fight the guy that's in front of you. Counterpunch. That's all that really means. And you let a guy that's 6'3", that you call a midget middleweight, punk you And that's what you're going to be known as until you fight Alexander Usyk, and you better hurry up while Usyk still looks good, because what'll happen is if Usyk fights 2 or 3 more guys and he looks shitty, then you come around and fight him. That everybody's going to say the same shit, including myself. You waited for that man to look shitty before you wanted to take a chance to fight him. Counterpunch. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tony Bellew saying that this is nothing but a mere cash grab. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!